Welcome everyone. Today I want to share my experience traveling in India. Usually I travel with a lot of agenda, conference or some workshop will be there in India. So this time I exclusively, dedicated for my family. So I brought in along with me. I took um, my family, my wife, kids, my mother, and my in-laws. So we had three different plans of visiting different temples. So as we travel, I usually have a plan like where to eat, what to eat, all these things in India. So I want to share some of these things that if you are traveling in India, this is some place to visit, some things that you can do. So once we landed in Bengaluru airport. Bangalore airport is a very nice airport. They have upgraded a lot of stuff. People who haven't traveled to the south, you should travel. One of the things that I like in Bangalore airport is the way they did the designs with the bamboo. A lot of things they have done with the bamboo. So I don't think there is a project like this. It's a very highly organic project. All the plants are real. No airport can do like this. It's like all the plants that they grow. You should visit Bangalore airport. There may be pictures online and all. Something that is very, very impressive. What India can do. I see a lot of architecture that I wanted to integrate in my house as well. So today I will cover something that how architecture, energy, all these things are. So we planned, like three different things based on like I was invited by different institutes for giving talks. So he had like a Siddhaveda kind of, it's not a workshop or like a conference. It's a symposium. Can call it a symposium. Queen's College, King's College, there is KPR, there is an institute. We had several institutes lined up, Kodaikanal, Mother Teresa University, etc. So we had a grand welcoming thing. So I to give my talk, and then along with that, I take my family and we visited different places. So that was the agenda we planned. Something's very interesting. We went to the Kodaikanal Guna caves, those places. So those are people in the south. It's a very deep thing. People who are interested, they can visit. I sat for a meditation there. So on the way, we went to what is called Palamudi Sholai. Palamudi Sholai is one of the six temples. So each temple, and there are six different temples, Tiruchendur, all those Malaikote, all those they've listed. So if you look at six phases of Muruga, so this is talking about the six phase means six transformations. So each transformation, I talk about Panchabhutas and transformations. So Panchabhutas are five elements, and five elements have five transformations. So each element, for example, the smell is connected to the solid, and liquid produce taste. Like that, the fire produce heat and light, air produce sound, ether produce the touch, and then the mind comes, sixth transformations. So they designed this kind of thing. What I saw in Tamil Nadu is like whatever is in the body. I went to the fire temple, Arunachalam temple in Chennai, right? Chidambaram. So we also went to the Arunachala Hills, and then, Chidambaram is like for the ether. So each five elements, they have temples. See, Panja Tanmatra, there are temples. For each element, they have temples. And most temples, what they have done is based on some siddhas who have meditated, or several siddhas. In Arunachala Mandal, many siddhas. Even when Ramana Maharishi, when he was very little kid, he went to Arunachalam. So he met with several yogis like that. So amazing the way the architecture, the temple architecture. I don't think so anybody will do that kind of architecture today. And I was very impressed with the Tanjore temple. Tanjore temple. You call it Tanjore, but it's Tanjavur. That's the real word. Tanjavur Rajarajan built temple, and it was protected by the Marathian kingdom. Marathians came and they constructed their own. They wanted to protect the religion, etc. So the culture and religion. They have their own construction. So there is a connection between the Marathians. So there are many art forms in the Tanjavur temple. I brought some of the arts, from there. So I did a lot of collections along this way. Some art, some conscious stuff, like all our uh, products that are very conscious energy. I can show you some of the projects a bit, that I bought. One of the interesting thing that I did, so most of the places I visited, we also visited some samadhis. So at least we had four samadhi places. So one of them was Ramana Maharishi, then Aurobindo Samadhi. These were in Pondicherry, you see it. And then we had one of them, we don't call it Samadhi because that is where Vallalar transformed into light. He went into a room and he said, I am going to change my body into complete light. And people who can see me can see me. I'm getting observed into that light. And so he went and locked himself inside a room and asked them to seal everything. They sealed without any gap. And then he turns into light. So next day when they open up, the government comes. He doesn't exist. Neither his bodies exist. This is documented by the government. 18th century, mid-80s. So was a very deep. So we all meditated. So my idea was to take my kids exposed to these things, ask them to meditate there, with or without their knowledge. They will get these vibrations from these siddhas who lived there. So regionally, these are very energy-based places. So whenever we are visiting, there will be a local energy. As I told you, that there are different 9 types of memory. I even defined 12 types of memories, right? Where all it can register. Here is a universal memory. So that means a sage scientist sitting and meditating in a particular place, they create a universal memory locally. So they register, their thoughts are registered there. So that way, when you go there, you can attract those energies. When you sit and meditate, you can go into those frequencies very easily. So I was very tired because of the way I traveled. I have a lot of agendas. I had agendas for fixing my family problem mostly. It's been there for a longer time. So I had to fix all those things, documents and other things. So there are a lot of things, but beyond that, these things helped when going to a place, sitting there, the temples, meditating, right? So as usual, we took a shortcut way only, all the temples. We did not stay in the line, etc. But that's how much, but I see that it's beyond that. India is very chaotic in organizing things. So that's what I see that. You could properly organize, everybody can have darshan and all. But, more than that, more than darshan, I mean, there is, we see God is everywhere. That's not in the idol, but the whole temple idea, people are not enjoying the temple itself. They put all the, blocked all the things. They leave only the way for visiting the idol god. So nobody's enjoying the real temple there. So we got to enjoy. We sat down, look at the architecture, how big the blocks are. And one of the very impressive architecture was without any cement, how they constructed the Tanjore temple. So I had a special person who, just when Modi ji and all came, he was the one who was guiding them to the temple. So I had an opportunity. He spent like the half a day with us, just explaining each and everything in the temple. It was very hot, you know. My kids were like very tired after some time, but he explained. We had entry into the each. The whole thing is vastu constructed completely with a different. They made like idols for even fire. How would a fire god look like? So if you look at that idol, it appears like it's fire. It's a human, it's a human mankind, but it's a fire god, right? Agni. So I saw that all these idols, either they broke the hand, nose, etc. This was done by, I heard it was done by the British, and they wanted to really irritate the people, those days. So I was really shocked by that, how they did this. And even in Tanjore temple, they constructed something for cooking non-vegetarian inside the temple. The British built. So these are some things that, a lot of things I learned from that. What other people, what this person, there is an expert. He's one of the trustees of the temple. So he explained each and everything. He took us to the kitchen where they cook, what they cook every day, how they do this, how did the king come through that route, the king's route. He showed us, when the Rajaraja Cholan entered, there is a special route for him. So that only they'll enter the temple. So amazing how they did, our ancient people. They are like really unbelievable. Not even, see, we are talking about 7 wonders of the world. Nothing. 7 wonders. Many wonders are there in India. Even a very simple temple. I went to some local temple also. I went to a village temple. They took me. This is regarding we did a project for a village, taking a village and growing trees in the village, explaining them of organic lifestyle and vegetarian lifestyle. And then we cleaning up. There was a stream going, so we wanted to clean up that stream. So we came up with a project called vetiver. Vetiver is a grass when it grows inside the water. So I gave an idea using this idea. Original idea was the one of the farmers. He gave this idea, but then I gave the idea. He was doing some plastic, something kind of thing. So then I gave like bamboo. To how to make in using bamboo. So use bamboo, and then they made the holes, and then we put vetiver, and that will float on the stream. So this will purify the water for the whole village. So it will take some time, but eventually you'll have clean water. And we're laying down some, people who wanted to, you're going visiting India, you can go to that village and you can stay, have a village life. So we put some temporary structures where you can go stay, have a village life, come back. So I initiated that project. So that is going with one of our friend, Mr. Arul Nagalingam. He's a very ardent Vallalar follower. So we did that, and that time they took us to a temple, And that even a small temple, it has been neglected. And so much value there, like very deep when you go to temple. Oh my God, this is not an ordinary temple. People should visit from all over the world. So none of the bigger temples also have been completely neglected. So I don't know what architecture department we have, what government is doing. Very, very, very frustrated. I was thinking like whether I mean, we need our help. I'm thinking I could help something. But individuals can't do anything. There's like a huge requirement of funding for all these temples, because the way it is constructed is whenever you go inside, automatically your mind will frequency will go down. And especially in the Vallalar temple, it is just the brain only. He constructed the brain. This is a standing brain. And they around that 21,600 knots, the chain is there. And amazingly, I have that video of that chain. I'll share in the group all these pictures. So I was putting these on the slides, and I was a little bit off from the time. So one of the chain. So usually chain will have these junctions where there's a little gap there when you're binding. This chain does not have that gap. There's no gap in the chain. How they made this chain is amazing. This is in the 18th century. So there was an advanced technology that they used to build this chain. But this chain, it determines the number of breaths a human takes per day. The same chain you use for healing. They take the chain and we put it in the back. If you have a back pain, the back pain will go away like that. The chain has some magic also. So this is in the Vallalar. If you're going from Chennai, I think it's 3 hours, something, the way Chidambaram is where you're looking at. Vallalar is a place to visit. So nice place. So these are some of the places, to visit. If you're visiting, Arunachalam, Ramana Maharishi, Vallalar. Then Aurobindo Ashram, we also had an opportunity to go to Auroville. Most people know Auroville, how it is. Very conscious place. They developed a lot. And then Madurai temple is a must visit. Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple. Amazing architecture. Right? It's like a 1,000 pillar building. You should look at that. And then you're from Madurai, right, Bala?
That's my hometown. Yeah, my house is about 5 kilometers from that temple. Yep.
Right. So yeah, most of the time, see, I'm in Ooty, but I may not be knowing much about Ooty. So sometimes, we don't care because obvious things, right? So, but it is very deep, We need to really know. So that's one thing. And Tanjavur temple is amazing. Some temples to visit. We did not have a chance to go to Kanyakumari this time. But what eventually was in between, we had a chance, like what do we eat, etc. Right? So most of the things that either we went to some of the places, the hotels where we went to like 5-star hotels only. So we went to Grand Chola, and then the Madurai. There was a hotel in Madurai, GST, I think. Right? That's nice, very nice restaurant. All the options were there. The food was so conscious. They had all the sprouted things in the morning. So very consciously they did. So that was in the Kodaikanal. That hotel was called, can't remember that hotel name. It's a most popular name only. Right now I can't remember that. So that hotel, I can share the information. I made a small write-up you can share with you. So that's something to do. And then we had a opportunity to go to some, like, where to eat, right? So I had visited a couple of places. One is called 99 kilometer. 99 kilometer is a belt. They have a chain, right? So this was started by a person called. I talked to them, and then they said the owner will come in a bit, so I couldn't meet him. So and they did a very good job. So they integrated all the ancient stuff into the modern kitchen. So they have like Vallalar soup. If you want to have a millet-based dosas, idlis, everything, and rice, all, then they put they mentioned all the different ingredients, the benefits of those ingredients, etc., etc. The rice, traditional, and all. So I was very impressed by that. So at least couple of times I had a chance in that belt. So that's the Dindukal belt. If you're traveling from, I think, the Madurai to Tanjavur, I think, on the way. So I heard that this belt is in some other places also. So it's a worth visit if you're visiting 99 kilometers. It's called 99. There's some other thing called 99 mile. That's a different one. They try to copy, or I don't know. But this 99 kilometer is a good belt. The consciously my kind of thing. But only thing that I found, there was a vending machine that they had a little bit of things that are junk. So that is part of the thing. But otherwise, other things are really good, what we got from. So I strongly recommend. Then we visited in one of the Tanjavur. There is a place in traditional food. So they gave like 36 items, right? So we paid around 350 rupees or something for a one food. But most of them, rice was very little. But I was not impressed by rice. I was asking, why didn't you use traditional rice? You made so many wonderful things. Why are you not using traditional rice? So they said some days they may. When I was there, they had white rice. But they said some days they will change, every day they change recipes. Right. So all these 36 items, they were different things, very traditional thing, cooked stuff. Different, mainly even one spoon, but they are really good ingredients, ancient ingredients integrated in that. So these are some places. So whenever I go to a restaurant, I look into, like, wherever I go, I see into what restaurants we can eat, where all, when we are traveling, what all we can do. So these are some things, right? And so we were able to manage somehow. Very few places we had bad options that time. I avoided eating. But otherwise, food wise, it was good. We had a very good plan, and it all worked out with the family. So people who are, if you're going with your family, you can have like a plan, where all you can meet, and find where food sources where you can eat. I know there are now many such kind of ancient integrated culinary practices in Tamil Nadu, but it's not very popular like the chain. So you need to figure out where all you can travel and then visit those places, right? So I was very highly drained out because of the travel and other things, but I still got energy because of the conscious things that I was doing. So this is sometime when you drain out, other things can help. So that's the energy bank. So so temples are definitely an energy bank, and the food we are eating is another energy bank. What kind of food you take? You are taking like some random hotels. You go there, restaurants. You go there and eat. and then on top of it, you're doing activities, you will be drained out. Definitely. And the samadhis gives very deep. The samadhis I enjoyed more than temple because the samadhis like meditating was very deep. And I went to the Vallalar thing, it went like very deep. Within minutes, able to get into some subtler states. So these are this is what I wanted to share. So if you have any suggestions or questions on this, you can talk to me. So I had a lot of pictures and all, but I didn't have the time for that. But I can share separately, pictures for people interested. I'll be sharing in the Facebook. If you're following me in Facebook, I'll be sharing a bunch of pictures if you're in Facebook or Instagram. So the idea, I'm going to bring some of these products. I'm going to show if you're interested. We're going to use these products, conscious products in our retreat for people who are trying to join our retreat. I'll show you some of the. I have even tiny products. So wherever I went and purchased some good products. So if you're interested, then we can order in bulk. So I got the contact information from different places. And those all are energizing within your house. You can keep that energize yourself, right? That's like energy banks. But mostly this is the main energy bank, ourself. So for ourselves, you need to come and attend our retreat. So our retreat will be in August 29, 30, and 1st. It will be in Binghamton. So where we going to this time, we'll focus on the body type. Like how body type, which body type, say body type, which body type, or what you should be doing, what you should be eating, what's the psychology, what you are fit for. Each one can do certain things. You not necessarily the other person can do it. Your body type thinks differently, and don't underestimate that. You should go by your gut feeling only, not by others, because that is your strength. Your mind, your body type is different. It will take you to a different route. And if you try to follow somebody, you will fail. So this is what you need to learn, right? So you can learn things from others, but your body type, how you can function better. So these things you'll be learning in this retreat very deeper. I'm also planning to do what I learned when I went to India. That's the only thing that whole thing I learned. I went to communities and got this understanding that there's a divorce rate is very high now in India. Very young people like married for a few days, they divorce. Within 6 days, I divorced in 6 days. On the first marriage day itself, they will divorce and go and all. Those things are happening in India very easily. So I learned like what is why this unsustainable thing, because of the modernization of things. So the best way is to educate people what is marriage, right? But existing marriage, how to sustain. So there are methods. If you practice certain methods, husband and wife together or independently, if you're doing this, you'll be able to, be very bonded. For example, you go to Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple, you exchange, there was a marriage like I did with my wife. She exchanged garlands with me. We did like a kind of marriage. So this is like after several years, right? We didn't have a marriage like that, but a small thing only, but it's a bonding thing for us. So even you can do some kind of a marriage kind of activity, other things, but I'm going to teach you something that, brings, bonding together. So there are a lot of deeper things that I wanted to do a workshop. I was talking to Guptaji, will do a workshop one of the days where you can learn, family bonding, especially couples. That's the main thing. Everybody is living like halfway. You live in your own way, I live in my own way. No, only 30%, 20%, they same. 70%, they are in their own way. They live together. What happens? But how do we make the 70%? 100% is not possible if that's very lucky. But how you bring the majority of um, the sameness or likelihood, make it successful. So that is very important. So that's I will be going deep into that, and this will also be part of the body type versus our bonding will be part in the retreat also. So I'll do very, very practical the retreat, where I will show with how do we use photomedicine, marma, etc., and then how do we utilize, and then we strengthen this bond slowly, 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 and then at one point there'll be no differences. See, we'll always have complaints. Husband and wife, they will have some complaint. She's not doing that and not doing that, etc. But at certain point, you will not see as two things. That and you are one. That feeling that this is a divine given thing. It's not you. You didn't choose this. So that is what we learn from this culture. What you got is divine given by divine. So I used to tell this example that, one of the gurus, he was having, giving a prasadam, the divine food, right? God offering to his disciple. And the disciple, it falls down when he gives, disciple doesn't hold it properly, and then he suddenly picks that. The guru suddenly picks that and cleans up, and then he will eat the prasadam. And he'll tell. Then the disciple asks, why did you eat this cleanup? Why do you have to clean it up and eat, let it go away? So he said, this is a divine prasadam, right? So this should be respected. So you cannot, whatever is given by divine, you should preserve it. If there is dust, you clean it up and use it. You cannot throw it. So that's what relationship is. So throwing and, divorce, all these things is not a divine thing. So divine thing means you understanding that this is divine given. So there might be some discrepancies. So we need to clean that, right? And then accept it in family life. So this is what we learn. So these temple visits and all, taking family and then you going there is a very different energy. You'll get this very bonding, like exchanging garlands, all these things. So that's what you can see. And especially when you're taking your kids, like they have a different kind of feeling now. Okay, this is our culture. They're really stepping into something. Talking is different, like telling them stories, but experimental, experiencing that, it'll definitely affect them. They may or may not like it that time, Some of the places my kids they couldn't hold for a long time. But still, it makes an impact them. So I mean, people who are here locally come and visit, try to come and attend. I am going to go deep into what body type, where you can go, what kind of activities you can do, how to keep your bonding, what all you do using the marma photomedicine. So I integrate marma with photomedicine, and that's one thing that, and the breath, the chain. We are talking about how the husband and wife breath can mingle. Breath is a very important. Become one chain. So that's the whole loop, creating that loop. So how to integrate that life? So that's we think that we are breathing separate. So there is a synchronization in breathing. So this is all given in the tantric technology, and it's called the Paryanga Yoga. Paryanga Yoga, the breath is very important. One breath, husband and wife become one breath. So the synchronization happens very fast. Takes to trance state. Right. So these are techniques that it's all ancient techniques. There's nothing in ancient, nothing is like you don't have to be a sannyasi, you can be in family life fully engaged in ordinary family life, but you can attain that state. That's what every Vallalar, everybody recommended. Right. So this time we missed my Guruji, but I met my Guruji very narrowly. Like the old Guruji is passed away, but I have one Guruji, Mr. Satyamurthy from Ooty. So I had an opportunity to meet him and get his blessings. Yeah. So there's something. So I had to, skip Aliyar trip this time. There was no time for that. Maybe next time, go there. Yeah. Okay. So, that's my story. So if any questions, any concerns, suggestions, you may have different experiences, Balaji. Yeah.
Doctor, you talked about this Palamudir Sholai. What was the speciality you said there? I missed it. I've been there many times, but I treat that as a picnic space where we just go for a trekking picnic and play with the monkeys and come out.
Yeah. Well, the temples, each temple, they were designed for Alutam Oli Oli Swaimanam. That is the pressure, taste, smell, touch, and the sight, and then the mind, the 6 transformations. So whatever they could tell outside, see, the whole Tamil Nadu temples are constructed in a way, not all the modern temples and all, our ancient temples, in such a way, whatever is in the body, they put it outside. So they put the transformations, they put the Panjabhutas outside, and even a single temple is a human being only. As you may know, one simple temple is just a human being lying down. Right. So the lingam itself is a male-female component only, what we call as. So they're looking at that junction where the Shiva Shakti combination of things happen, the beginning of the universe. And it's still happening in the human being, in human form. Right. So you go and there is, I took all the videos. See, I had so many videos, overwhelming, because I visited, so I couldn't organize much. So I'm slowly deleting many things and organizing. So I took the picture video of all the different temples, the Palamudiswala. Initially, Palamudiswala, I mean, 6, there are 6 kind of Arupadai Veedu.
Yes, doctor.
Arupadai Veedu is the 6. In Arupadai Veedu, So all 6 are for 6 transformations. So one of them is Palamudirshwari. Like that. So which one? I took the thing. So now only I'm decoding, because from the readings that time I took it from the wall. So I'm trying to decode which temple is for what transformation. Like for Panchabuddhas, the Agni is a transformation. Arunachalam temple is for Agni. For the Chidambaram temple is for the Akash. Like that, so we have other temples, right? So similarly, this one, which transformation as a temple. And accordingly, they would have constructed things. So we didn't have time. So that's why you can explore. I see next time only I will have bigger things to see. First time I'm visiting some of the temples. Rajarajan temple I haven't visited in my lifetime. It's the first time I'm visiting. Madurai I have been when I was small, I'll go at least 3, 4 times. But yeah, I didn't add Tanjavur side. So this is the first time. So, but next time, I'll go with something that in search of, how they did this. There are a lot of details there, science behind, how they did. Even the Tanjavur temple, initially that it is standing on a 6-foot foundation only, the whole big temple. Only 6-foot foundation. They use a particular type of soil. In that soil only, they make the Tanjavur Bomme, like this is our doll. Whatever way you put the gravity will go against the gravity and come back. So they use that soil only, particular clay, white clay, right? So that on the top of that only the whole Tanjore temple is standing, and earthquake prone. Any earthquake cannot destroy it, and it's been there for 30 days, 30,000 years, 30 months or something like that, right? 1,000, yeah, it's been 1,000 plus years. Yeah. So that's amazing, right? So if you had some temples, if they have the 9 gragas and all, and these 9 gragas had colors, think about like people who have done, planets. So planets, we are talking about only 300, 400 years, all these things. So people have already know what is the color of the planet, etc. long time back. So these are the decodings that you need to do, go to a temple. So that will give a deeper understanding. So there are a lot of things that I'm also learning through temples, but this need to be done in a university. I talked to several universities about why do you do these kind of research? It's all waste of time, what you are doing. Instead, you take a community. So I told, this community project that I'm doing, take a project like this, or go to a temple. I have been telling the Queen's King's temple, to go to the temple. They have the architecture is done, the paintings are done. Tanjavur is known for paintings, very good paintings. All the paintings that they did, organic, all colors, organic material, herbal painting. So I told these young kids, if you want to do research, do this research, create a products out of this, sell to the world. How did they do the herb? If there is a painting, I would love to buy this export, right? Organic painting is healthy because it's herbal painting. You can dye this, your shirt, or whatever, dyeing also you can do it. So all these things, technology is there hidden in India, organic technology. But we are not realizing that there is a technology hidden here, right? And I brought lot of things, that games, small games and all. Amazing. No, nobody can even think about such games. Like, how did they think a long time back? They had little tiny games, right? So all I have, people who are coming to my, visiting the thing, I'll show demo for them. Yeah, I bought like 50, 60 things. Wherever I go shopping, my family is worried where I'm going now. Suddenly it'll go and disappear. So I go to a Siddha shop, there I shop. See, this is the only small opportunities there. If I miss that, I know I will not have time also, and we cannot find the product also. So I purchase those products, very conscious products, everything, some things that we cannot see regularly. So all are next to the temple. So anytime you go there, you can buy these things, Yeah. So visit the things. I have all this demo for you, all these products. So whenever you go, you can buy, or I have contact. If you want, we can bulk ship, and you can have it in the retreat also. Yeah. Okay. So any other things you want to share? So retreat is on 29, 30, and 1st in Binghamton, just for a couple of minutes away. So one of the days I invite to my house, and I share my architecture and other things that I have. I also have organic painting, but not the herbal painting like India. These are organic here, but I love to bought one or two paintings, but not big investment. But I want to invest some point on these paintings, and I got all the contacts. Yeah. Okay. Gupta ji, you want to share?
Dr. Shan,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I did join very late, and then I saw it's all about your India trip. You might have mentioned before. I just wanted to ask you one question that you went to Ramana Maharshi ashram, you went to different samadhis, right, doctor, and you meditate there. So, what is the significance of going to samadhis and meditating there? I mean, how does it help in spiritual evolution?
So in a, I usually talk about memories. So memories, that means our energy memories will be there in our hair, in our physical body, right, etc. Then the astral body. Then we can think, and then I sit down and then go back. There is a memory here in the local region, is universal memory. Like that memory is there, cells are there, cell memory, etc. So like that, uh, somebody attaining a samadhi, they keep the energy within that physical body also. So there will be a regional physical body energy. So when you go to that samadhi, you can receive those energy there, whatever they are thinking, that body thought, etc. It may not be a complete thing like as if the Ramana Maharishi is living, but some of the Ramana Maharishi thoughts will be there, that
Okay.
physical body. So when you are meditating, you will be able to capture those thoughts, and it will help you, elevate. Okay, that's how you can feel nice vibrations. It's
How long it's going to be there, doctor? Like it's been a while he did the Nirvanam, right? So, but it's going to be there for very
Oh, it's
long
going
time,
to be there forever.
forever.
It's not going to, yeah,
Okay.
not going to go away. The more people also come, right? So they meditate, then it just got, again and again, they'll pull in more energy to that center. The scattered energy also comes there. So therefore, you'll keep on energizing that place. Yeah.
Okay,
And
doctor. Thank you.
you mentioned the retreat.
Yeah.
So, what kind of people should attend the retreat? Any restriction? Young, old, people who have acute
Mm,
symptoms?
no, this time anybody can come. There's no limitation for the age, because for young, Last time itself, young people also very enjoyed much. Even my kid attended, he also enjoyed. So you want to attend again, whole retreat. So we talk about body type, there are games, etc. for body type. So there are a lot of exciting things. I'm going very deep into body type. Like you will understand what your body type is and what you should be doing for your body type. Your body type, body mind type is different. And because of that, the whole universe appears to you like something, right? So if you understand that, then you will understand that your spouse has a different body type and their understanding will be totally different, right? So how do you respect that? And as well as you be yourself. This is very important. So what you do, so those are the tips that I give so that you can sustain the life is about sustainability. Anything, a relationship or any other thing, it's all about how long you can sustain this. So the only way you can sustain this is a broad and becoming magnanimous, not by shrinking yourself, cutting down, right? I want to be like this is how we should go, this kind of mentality. But you should broaden up. So that expansion, magnanimity is part of a meditative practices. When you're meditating, these are things that you will get. You'll have adaptability, receptivity, creativity, magnanimity, and perspicacity. All these 5 things will grow. That's how you self-measure whether your meditation is working or not. These things have grown. Is creativity grown in you? Is receptivity? Are you ready to listen to people? Right? Are you becoming magnanimous? Or are you going to, be narrowing down? Are you magnanimous, accepting things? Will that come to you? These are your own measurement. Nobody need to measure that, right? Perspicuous means Nunman Tirikala Jnanam. Nunman Nolepulan Arivu, we call it. So that means knowing the past, knowing the present condition, past experience, present situation, future consequences, and understanding this Trikala Jnana within very, very short time and, taking some immediate decisions like that. So that those things will develop, right? And so that's the measurement you have to make for yours. That's scale to measure whether your meditation, you're progressing when you're in your spiritual path. Okay. So these kind of things you can,
late now, right?
Yes, Gupta ji.
Yes, getting late. I think we should
Yeah.
probably round
Okay.
up. It's quite
Okay.
late.
All right. So thank you all. So hope you, Srisha, if you can, Srisha ji and
Yes.
Balaji, you can come and attend our retreat because you're local. Vidya ji also.
Doctor,
Yeah.
for sure, doctor.
So try to come with family attend because I am going very deep into family. They will also be engaged meditation. Some of the Bala and all are coming with family. The other Bala,
Okay.
Balu, right? So Bala, you can also bring your daughter. She's wonderful. Also, she will understand. Yeah, your wife. So I mean, see, they will passively if they listen. We are actively listening. Even if they're passively listening, things will change. Because you just make some things, like a trip,
Yeah.
even you'll go here and there, but one lecture, if they listen to this body type, they will change their mind. That's the missing component. I see husband and wife, why they are different, why they think that they are right, and because of this the whole problem is everybody thinks I am only right.
Mhm.
So that perspective if changes, you will definitely have a very sustainable life, right? Okay, so anyways, so thank you all, and thank you for listening to my trip. I apologize for not showing some pictures. I tried to put some slides at the last minute, and that I thought it was 9 o'clock, and then I realized it was 8:30. I saw a previous message or something, but I can share this in the Facebook or in the group also. Some of the pictures of these temples that I talked about today. Okay, a little story also in that. Okay,
Okay.
thank you,
Okay,
Thank
doctor.
you.
Thank you so much.
thank you all, thank you all.
Thank you, doctor.